To our mommies out there, I want to say very big thanks for bringing us to this earth. I want to say very big thanks for helping us to this stage. I want to say a very big thanks for doing everything possible to make sure we are proud of you, having you as mom, and you are proud of having us as your child. I want to say a very big thanks to you all. But please, permit me, let me talk about that today. It is obviously everywhere and almost every part of the world. We talk about mom more, and we make it look as if our dad are not doing anything. Please, give me the chance, let me talk about that today. Now I choose to use the word dad rather than father, because some of the dictionary make us understand that father sometimes is like just the donor of the sperm. Sometimes father is just the donor of the sperm. He might not be taking his responsibility or whatever, but when you talk about dad, that is someone who is ready and willing to take full responsibility of the child, and not just the child, and of his wife. So permit me, I'll be using more of that than fathers. But sometimes in one way or the other it is almost the same to me. But let me use the word dad more. Now I want to use football information to tell you something about that. We know in football we have the goalkeeper, we have the defender, we have the midfielder, and we have the scorer. In football, these are some of the important formations you need to know in football. The goalkeeper defends the ball from entering the post. The defender defends it from even getting to the goalkeeper. The midfielder is most time the person doing the work, running around the field. It could be in front, it could be in back, and it could be in the center again at the same time. While the scorer is the person who is expected to score more of the goals. Now our mom is the midfielder, because they are always round the field. They could be here, they could be there, they are doing the work for the team. They could be in defense, they could be in midfield, they could be the scorer at the same time. But most times, our dad is the goalkeeper, they are the defender, and they are the scorer. He's the goalkeeper because he is the one who is defending the whole house from any goal in entry. He covers the goal post to make sure he protects any goal from entering the net. Our dad is like that. He's the one who is defending the whole house. He's covering the whole house from any danger. He's making sure everything of the whole house is protected. Our dad is the defender at the same time because he defends the whole house. He does everything possible. So after the ball must have passed the scorer to the midfielder, he does everything possible so that the ball will not enter the house. So he protects the house from any danger. He's like the security of the house. He's like the protector of the house. The scorer makes the teams happy once he scores a goal. Our dad is the scorer because he goes to any length and to any extreme end to provide for the house financially, medically, healthily. He is the one working out of his way to make sure the kids achieve their goals. He is the one doing everything possible to make sure the house is happy, his wife is happy, the children is happy to have him as a father and as a husband. Dad works endlessly to support the whole house in regard of anything and without expecting thanks from anyone, because he knows that is his responsibility. And check something, you'll find out that most times when anything like, let's say like electronics or electric is having issue or partial contact in the house, you find out that most time mom will tell the kids, don't go there, wait for your dad to come back. So some of the most dangerous things are always kept for dad to come and fix. The expensive things that needs to be buy is from the dad. The dangerous thing that needs to be fixed is always that. Dad promotes the inner growth and the strength of the house. Our mom most times encourages us by shouting, beating, and doing everything. But dad always have a listening ear to hear your story and encourage you and tell you where you've gone wrong, things you need to do, what you need to be fixed, and so on. Dad takes full responsibility of the house without anyone telling him this is what you have to do. Do you even know how many times he go through pains? How many times his clients talk some nonsense at him? How many times at work his boss tell him some trash and some other things? How many times his work is not going fine? A contract he has been pursuing, he loses it and all this thing, but yet he come back home smiling and pretend as if nothing is wrong. Even when he had issue with his health, even when he's not feeling fine, yet he still has to leave the house to make sure you guys are happy. Dad is going out and definitely is coming back to make something. Our dad most times doesn't take issue as our mom does. When there's a problem in the house, mom does it most times by shouting, saying different kind of words quarreling. No, dad is not like that. Dad most times listen to the story carefully and then properly tell you what you've done is wrong and why you shouldn't do that again, and this is what you should have done. Hearing. Our dad is caring. Yes, he might not be doing it like the mom, whereby when you have small injury, you rush the chemist to get it drugs and some other thing. But it's always caring. In what sense? When you need something, he does everything possible to provide it. When you are into danger, he does everything possible to protect you. When anything is going wrong, he does everything possible to make sure he fixes back for you. He doesn't have to be the one doing the close marking, like he should be the one to come and treat your wounds, do everything. He provides the money for your mom to go get the drugs. He provides the money every blessed day to make sure you're okay. And like I said with the football information I explained, you can see without the scorer, the team is not complete. Without the defender, the team is not complete. Without the goalkeeper, the team is not complete. You can see Dad also is doing a very great work in the house. But we most time make it look as if Dad are not doing anything. So Dad also are doing something in the house. And to the dad out there, I want to say a very big thanks for everything you're doing for the house. I want to say a very big thanks for everything you're doing for our kids. I want to say a very big thanks to everything you're doing to our moms, for helping them, for making them happy and never regret having you as a. I want to say a very big thanks to you. And for most of us who have lost our dad, either early, some even lost their own this morning, some yesterday, some last month, some last year, some 1 year back, some 3 years back, 5 years back, whatsoever. But for those who don't even know their dad, I want to salute you for being strong and for staying good. And to those of you who have dad and you're treating your dad bad, can't you please borrow me your dad? I don't even need money. I just need someone to guide me. I just need someone to tell me what I'm doing is wrong or what I'm doing is right. I just need someone to give me a very good guidelines of how to go about my life, especially in my relationship and some other things. So to those of you who have that out there and then you're feeling your dad is not doing his job because you ask for one thing he's not giving you and you feel like, oh, it's not my dad, he's not playing his part, please respect your dad. And to our mom, thanks, and thanks for everything you're doing for the house, even in regard of we've lost our dad for a very long time. Thanks to you all. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The name is written up, Young Samuel Spoke. You can go on YouTube, search for it. Subscribe to our channel, please. Help us grow fast and help make us happy that we are creating a content like this. Please, once more, all we demand and the only help we demand for you is just to please subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon, share it, comment, like, and God bless. Peace.